You want to be more than that? Okay. Is overtaking allowed? That one is too much. But you have the capability to be more than men. In as much as you want to be more than men, in as much as we are talking about gender inequality, there are certain circumstances that you will say, this is not true. But because we're also talking about issues of human rights, they have been considered. So there are many issues that surround gender inequality in the quest to give women a platform to participate in the affairs of society. So we want women, the feminist organization want women to also have access to certain jobs, employment, that would give them equal access. And so we have promoted education so that would qualify them to compete. Now we are saying it's not just about gender equality, but we need quality women that will compete on the market. Now we are having women doctors. If they are able to compete, then let them be given the choice. If they are not competent, we scrap them off. Fortunately enough, there are others who are willing to talk to good. But others just want to get things on a little life. But it's not only them. Even men also want to get things on a little life. So we may not dwell so much on that. The issue of population, which brings about increased crime, which brings about diseases, which brings about poverty, which is also here, and which also bring about climate change, domestic violence, is a regular thing, right? Substance abuse from overpopulation, a lot of things sprout. Abortion will also fit in. Why? The more the people, the more the sexual practice, and the more the wrong advice, the more the drive will be sold. So there will be availability of such drive that people use to be pregnant. Okay? Any questions? Let's quickly look at the three paradigms in sociology. Like people are normally doing. So what I'll do, I normally give random tests. So get ready for test anytime. People shouldn't just claim to have a degree when they have not been done in class. So we want to put students like you to benefit. Those who are above, let them remain with their students. Those of our friends online, we appreciate how hardworking you are, and we know that you'll also be doing your assignments as quickly as possible. Let's first look at functionalism. Now, the way we have to understand this paradigm of functionalism is in the way the body performs biologically. Each part that you have has got a duty to perform, which makes you not to complain or to complain about your health. Each portion has got a function, like. Okay? When you are walking like this, when you are sitting like that, each is performing its own function. The nose is performing its own function. The mouth is performing its own function. The hair is performing its own function. The eyes are performing their function. And everything else. Function. Why? So that when the finger performs its function, when the eye performs its function, the head performs its function, the legs and everything else, at the end of the day, there is a state of equilibrium, a state of balance. So imagine I am walking like this, everything is balanced, right? But when one of your body parts is not functioning properly, when I greet you, you will say, I'm not okay. What is wrong with you? The first statement is, I'm feeling unwell. I am not well. Meanwhile, what is making you not to be well is just a small sore on your foot. A small sore on my foot will make me to be limping. Why do I say I'm not okay? I thought it's the leg which is not okay for the thing, the toy. The expression comes in is the whole you who is not feeling fine. Functional. When we are in an organization, one of the workers misfires. What the media will take is priest of the Catholic Church caught in the act. Do you get that? Now, what is most appealing to this journalist is the big name Catholic, the big name Muslim or Islam, the big name Charismatic, the big name Universal, the big name Chancellor College. That's what they're targeting. Now to defy and demean the name of that big institution. But meanwhile, it was only one lecturer who was involved in leading the exams. Meanwhile, it was only one student who was involved in a relationship with a particular lecturer. How does the news come out? Students of the University of so, prostitute. But meanwhile, it was one or two. But that has been generalized. Why? We want the news to sell. Media people. That's why sometimes the media people being sued for misrepresentation and using the wrong language. Fortunately, because one person did not function accordingly, then the whole system seems to be aborted. When one ground is rotten, imagine. So I want to know. So that's how function will be better ways. I cannot conclude to say that the third year class for social analysis, a missed course. anymore. There are just a few who are not coming to class, and the good ones are there as well. But the conclusion will be they like absconding from class. Alright, so a sociologist using this approach assumes that in society, everything, even crime, no matter how seemingly strange, out of place, or harmful, self-existence. Those who have not come to class today, they have to be part of the class. Because they also need to go somewhere to cause problems somewhere for life to continue moving and others to continue having their experience. We need criminals according to functionality because each department has got its own function to play. If criminals are not there, as we say, the police officers will not be there. The soldiers will not be there. The prison warders will not be there. Therefore, we need criminals. That's the defense of the functionalism, anyway. But these are just examples. We are not necessarily saying that we need criminals, right? Yes. It's just an explanation to say that each and every institution has got a part to play in order to fulfill their function. Because when we talk about the prison service, they have got their own function for correctional service. The police also are watchdogs of, that's why we're talking about roadblocks. Sometimes you can be moving when you have committed an offense, just by the glance of the police, you start running on your own. So it has that imprint of security consciousness for the state. And so if there is coming from anywhere, Mozambique or neighboring country, you will know that security is high. Just that mindset. It's some kind of a psychological security check. Alright? So no matter how seemingly strange, out of place or harmful state, each institution serves a purpose. Functionalism views society as a self-regulated system of interrelated elements with structured social relationships. And observed regularity. In society, it is taken like the way the world operates. The sun sets. Wherever it goes, after certain hours, it also comes from a certain direction. At a certain period, we see the rain falling, and people getting busy to do their planting, and during the vegetation comes up. At a certain point, leaves just fall off from the tree, and there's that kind of continuous order over. And each has got its part to play in the order of the function. Questions? Now, we have one of the scholars, Emile Jacquin, who is considered to be the first person to recommend that sociological approach be used in the study of society. Emile Jacquin. Are you able to speak properly? Have you ever come across a nail jacket? A nail? No. Alright. So he is considered to be the first scholar to recommend that the sociological approach be used in the study of society. He says that society can survive only if there exists among its members a sufficient degree of homogeneity. What is homogeneity? Society can survive only if there exists among its members a sufficient degree of homogeneity. Homogeneity implies people having the same or similar way of living, similar way of doing things. People who have got a specific culture, a group of people having similar culture, tradition, norms, and we have a similar way of doing things. We understand each other very well. And it is very easy to fix any problem. And that's why you say society can survive only if there exists among the members a sufficient degree of understanding of doing things which are related to what we have. When you want to solve a problem in a rural setup, for example, you look at what is it that these people believe in. Who do they know as an authority? You start from the chief. Ask how they live there. In order for me to live at peace with people, what do I require for? According to their life standards. So, for example, education perpetuates and reinforces this homogeneity by fixing in the child from the beginning. When a child is growing up, this child will grow up in this particular community. This child will learn the culture of this community, the traditional norms and beliefs of this community, and they grow with that. It is like the culture of different churches. If you are a Catholic, you know you are putting on a rosary and how they do it. Whatever they do with the rosary, others will just see it as a decoration. The reciting of the Quran, the reciting of the Bible, the reciting of the different beads that we put for whatever purpose, no one knows. But they are trying to make an imprint on the particular kind of tradition or culture that they want in that child. As the child grows, this child is being indoctrinated to have that belief of this particular culture. You grow with it. And that is what identifies you to be a Boni, a Chewa, a Yao, a Tumbuka, a Nyanja. That is what identifies you. Example of language. Example of the dress code. When you put on a chiboba for mbuzi or a lion or a hyena or what, we know that. I'm going to mean. Because you are known by a specific dress code or attire. You are known by the language. Though there are other people who are very clever, they can learn your language very slowly. How many speak many languages? Fluent. One, two, Ngoni, three, Swahili, four, English, five, Chichewa, six, Yao, London. And you, not the English, you are so. Alright, so we train these children when they're still young. It's like what we encourage now in early childhood education. Before a child starts standard 1, they must have undergone through all the stages of preschool. Why? We don't want you to bring problems to us as teachers of standard 1. So the foundation of maturity. That's what the middle garden is. So he attempted to understand why education took the forms it did rather than just those forms. And he points out that education is the influence exercised by the adult generations on those that are not yet ready. So we make an imprint on the little people, but we have an expectation of what we want them to become and how we want them to become by molding them. Remember I talked about indoctrination. So we need to teach these children what they have to become. Repeatedly. One plus one is equal to 2. You go to standard 2, 1 plus 1, you still find it there to come in the exam. And in standard 4, the repetition. We want them to mark in society how we live and how we want them to live. Okay? So this object is to arouse and to develop in the child a certain number of physical, intellectual, and moral states which are demanded of by both the political society as a whole and the special milieu for which he is specifically destined. We teach them about the politics of a particular country of society. We teach them about the social life of a particular country. We teach them about the religious life of a particular, the moral life of a particular society. They grow with that and become responsible citizens. That's what we're talking about. To reach their specific destiny. Now, social stability is necessary for a strong society. We have talked about social problems, which are caused by some of the factors that we have highlighted. Lack of employment, corruption, racism, unemployment. All those things trigger social instability. But we are saying social stability is necessary for a strong society, and adequate socialization and social integration are necessary for social stability. Socialization. What would we say are some of the agents of socialization? Agents of socialization. Just one agent of socialization.
Community gathering.
Community gathering.
Community gathering.
Community gathering.
Community gathering. Community gathering.
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 Okay. Oh, yeah, community gathering. Okay. Examples of a particular community. Funeral. Wedding. Okay. Kitchen party. Bridal showers. Wale wangu exhibitions. What's up with you? Do you have any social integration activity? Do you know what I have? It's getting hot, gentlemen and ladies. Are we not going to the light? The girls are ready. Provided you are strong in the pocket. There, you get to enjoy. Alright, so social problems weaken. It's clear there on social stability. But there are certain instances where we talk about slow change, social change, and fast social change. Where we say slow social change is desirable, but rapid social change threatens social order. When a person wants or a group of people want to bring that social change quickly, you may end up crashing. Social change must take place at least at a good pace, not too slow, not too quick. Why? Because sometimes when you rush, you make wrong decisions, and you may end up even investing in something which is not viable and bring you more problems. Social problems weaken the society's stability, but do not reflect fundamental flaws in how the society is structured. So solutions to social problems should take the form of gradual social reform, rather than the sudden, the quick way of solving problems, or quick way of bringing change. That is why one of the musicians sang that song, "Baby, calm down, don't be in a hurry." Do you know that song? Baby, calm down, calm down. Calm down. Then, not too slow, not too quick. Gradual. That's how we can analyze the problems of a society or a community, and at the end of it, come up with a better solution for everyone. So despite the negative effects, social problems often also serve important functions of society. Social problems serve important functions for society. Discuss 20 minutes. What would you say? It is a question that has come in the exam. Social problems serve important functions for society. Discuss. 20 minutes.
They bring about cooperation when there are members of the community that are trying to deal with a particular problem. They do cooperation.
Cooperation? What is she saying? I'm not getting that. There's a problem in the village. We come together to solve that problem. And that's how we modernize the social problem at that. It has brought about cooperation. How?
If the problem wasn't there, the people would have gotten together. Because there's a problem, they're coming together.
Have you ever encountered a certain scenario where people have never met families, right? A funeral happens and everyone is organized. And then you have to be together. Now, what do we do under this circumstance? Hello? Yes. So you come together to start discussing these issues with the family. you bring all issues now. Why were you not coming for this? You know, too much. You know, we are still one to die. Look at the house for the back, to die. Look at the house for mom. We are staying in big, beautiful houses, enjoying with our family. With our borrowing relatives, contracted relatives. You know who contracted relatives are? Those that give you a surname. Any other examples that we may give apart from problems raising cooperation? Social problems serve important functions. Discuss one, we have brought out a point of cooperation. Two, employment. Okay, how? You are bringing two answers. I think two answers there. We form an organization and create employment for ourselves. An organization could be like a cooperative. Yeah? And then we may use that organization or cooperative to go and borrow money from the government or some other lending institutions and set up a company. But now, you come up with your point. I know you were not thinking in terms of that. Employment. That under certain circumstances, there is lack of employment. We come together and then band heads. What do we do? Let's go to this office and with all your papers and say, we are going back to the University of Ilorin. Your paper is not marketable. Give us you have the social responsibility as a university to look for market for us so that we can go and wait. We know we have that. Sometimes you also have the responsibility as universities or institutions of higher learning to make sure that the program that we are offering is on market. That's why we now have the alumni groups. Why? We follow up our students. You graduated 2 years ago, 3 years ago. What are you doing now? You check the progress of your graduates. Okay. So employment, yes. Okay. 3. Social problems often serve important functions. 4. 1. Cooperation. 2. employment. 3, what about justice? You were about to say. No, later screening. Violence.
Violence in the community is another to be discussed to create like state justice. You find out that in the night, people can be taking some shit and walking around making sure that it's safe.
Violence. Do we support that one? How can violence, as a social problem, serve important functions for society? Come again, put up. Violence. Let's qualify. It's all the negative, right? Okay. Equated with justice, coupled with justice. You don't know how to put it in English? But in which language?
It seems like there's a thing that says you can't wash your hands away, but it's not what it is. You need to wash your hands.
Ubuntu. I know that my friend is saying Ubuntu. We understand the concept of Ubuntu, right? Ubuntu is like Ubuntu, the Ubuntu name. Okay? When there is a problem, you solve it together. It's closer to cooperation, but other than cooperation, there is more to cooperation. Ubuntu-ness. People develop the spirit of considering and regarding others the more in trying to solve the social problem. You see more sense in what others are doing and say, okay, you learn to respect others. That you are not the only talkative person. You are not the only one who knows more or a lot. So you respect others. There is that humanness in you to understand others better. To put others first before you. I have the philosophical term, Ubuntu-ness. I have it very much. That thinking that I am because you are. You are because I am. Therefore, we are. Ubuntu-ness. You depend on me, I depend on you. We are one. Functionalism. Any other? When we come together on the aspect of justice, in most cases, the group may seek justice. When something is wrong, we stand against the wrong. Those in the area of judging, in the position to judge, are threatened if they give wrong judgment. The social problem must lead to justice over functional case. Okay. So functionalism may suggest that social problems must be functional in some way for society, because otherwise these problems will not work. Okay? This is certainly a controversial suggestion, but it is true that many social problems do deserve important fraction of our attention. Many social problems do deserve important function for our society. How? Crime is a major social problem, right? But it is also good for the economy because it creates hundreds of thousands of jobs in law enforcement code and correctional services, home security, and other sectors of the economy, whose major role is to deal with the crime. Is that good thinking? If crime disappears, many people would be out of work. Very wrong thinking, right? So similarly, poverty is also a major social problem. Unfortunately, others are using poverty to come to Malawi so that they can come and exploit the resources and go back wherever they are and continue being rich, exploiting the resources of who are Malawians who are supposed to be rich.
Is it true that at a time there were people who come here to seek oil?
Yeah. I'm not so sure. I may not, let me not confirm. I'm not in the right position. But in most cases, some of these companies come and then they exploit and extract whatever they can, which we say are not there, the minerals, oils, and whatever. And so in most of these countries, by the time you realize, they are going to say, we have tried to search, there is nothing which we were finding out. We were trying to find out. If it's really there, we really have got emeralds or what under the ocean, our sea, our lake. The dangers and negative side effects of being poor. I want us to look at this critically. You are poor, we are bringing you roads, but will not give you the wages. We'll get the drivers for those from China. Does that serve as a purpose for us? What should be done? Teach Malawians how to use that, right? And then they will have helped. But if you are getting prisoners from whichever country and coming here, for them they are helping their people, right? But we want our own people to come out of the predicament we are in. We also want to upgrade ourselves from the third world country to at least. We are also tired. Now, how do we come out of this? We need people that are educated. Just as others said, we need to teach these people so much how to memorize things and not do the practical work so that they continue following us. If we teach them these skills, they are going to be asked, like us manufacturing the phones and the laptops and that. People who are rich are not so much those who are in academia. No. People who are in business. So we teach people how to do business, let them go out there to go and practice business on the ground. But the mentality we have been given is work in the office. You're a boss, you feel cool, right? Yeah. Those who are listed now are the ones who are doing good. Which don't touch okay? There are people with nice jobs, nice companies, and nice goods that are selling out there, and they're living with God. They didn't go for 9 years, 4 years being a doctor. No. For you, when you become a doctor, you think you are rich, you will find a certificate what is taking you. If this one comes here. The best rules to follow, you have the knowledge. If you have the status, don't go and do it. You accept. But beware that criminals are there, out there. You also make sure that you are unchecked. Don't be careless. Criminals are out there. Prostitutes are also out there. So it's like you are giving tithe to. If you don't go to church, you go and tithe, you tithe somewhere. Someone say, I want to go to the lake. The bill will be bigger than the 60,000. Crime poverty also provides employment for people across the nation, such as those who work in social services and other agencies. But this does not justify that crime is good. Does it? No. The thinking should be, it is because of these criminals that we have to create these agents in order to curb the practice. But problems keep continuing because there is what we call conflict of interest. You become very rich. I admire you. The life that you are living, don't think that I also don't want to live that life. The life that I'm living, I shouldn't think that you also do not want to live the life that I'm living. So what happens now? The more money I have, I try to put a lot of security upon myself. Build a very high office, electrify. Plenty of dogs in my compound. What are all these for? Security cameras, CCTV. What for? You are pairing someone else who has got an interest to come in and get what you have. Conflict of interest. I want to be like you. But because you cannot give me if I ask you, I will take it by force. Conflict of interest. And crime rates continue to escalate. Definitely. All these agencies have to come on board. We have to equip ourselves as a nation so that we put all this under check. That is why we have this, not the other way. Right? Not to say that, no, we need criminals have to be there. Because if they're not there after all, the police cannot have the job. It's the other way. We are there because someone else started to bad us. So we have to care. Therefore, cooperate. The conflict theory believes that society is full of social groups with different aspirations, different access to life chances, and gain different social rewards. Are you getting that? Different social rewards. And that's what makes our social status different. Others are driving big cars, others are smokers, others on food, others on bigger cars, others on motorbikes, different social status. Because of different social rewards in life. Some are failing to come to a university like this one. Same with respect. Others have been rewarded with scholarships at the same institution. Social rewards. Others are even working and they're also learning here. Different social rewards in life. This is what the conflict theory talked about. Contrary to the structural functionalist perspective, these guys say different access to life chances and gain different social rewards. There are such aspirations in life. But at the later stage, these differences are what is bringing problems. Because of the social status and the reward, it's making us to look at life differently. It's making me to look different from you. Because you have more opportunities than me. I have more opportunities than you. And it makes me to admire your lifestyle. And because I have to be like you, I'll do whatever I can to be you or be like you. Unfortunately, if I ask you what you have, you not give me this. I have to grab it by force completely. Why are you getting this from me? I'll deal with you. This rich man has a gun today in defense. In the mind, there is someone who will come and wants to get what I have. That's why I have the gun, right? That's why I bought all these dogs, right? That's why I've got an alarm in my compound. When we are asleep, I switch on. Anything you touch, the alarm plays. Why? Why am I spending sleepless nights thinking that some things will not conflict of interest? Somebody wants what you have, but cannot get it this way. The other instance is you having employed me, you want to exploit me. Yeah? I am your mate here, right? But you are treating me like an inhuman person. This man is treating me very well. Don't know what I'm doing to you, man. I switched the game. This maid now starts showing some advances, dressing nicely, short things, and putting a smile when the man comes. What you cannot do, I do. I get the bag and I receive the jacket. Conflict of interest. Tomorrow we find the woman, the owner of the house has been overtaken. Why? I want what you have. What you have. If I will not get it by in peace, I will use whatever means to overtake it. Conflict in life. Are we getting that? One student steals a laptop from a third student and defends himself in court. Confidently, did you steal this? Yes, I did. Why did you do that? I needed it. But why couldn't you ask? If the only one we had, we wouldn't have given it to me. So I had to steal. I'm a student who deserves a laptop, like any other student. But I've not had that opportunity to have one. I needed to write assignments. Is this a genuine reason to defend yourself with? Yes, you are a student. Yes, you needed to Yes, you needed to submit those assignments in time, but you did not have a PC. And the only option you had was to go and get it without permission. Fortunately, you were caught. Or is it fortunate? To you, it's unfortunate. To the owner, it's fortunate.